Hey Pisces, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in, it's always appreciated. And welcome to any newcomers, the more the merrier. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy the read that's coming up. For anybody new, I normally shuffle and take the jumpers before I start recording because it can take quite some time sometimes. So usual mantra to those who watch, you know, general reading. It's for March 2021, my lovely Pisces. So please just take the bits that resonate with you and leave the rest. Obviously, being a general read. Right, let's see if we can't frame this read off with a couple of wisdom oracles, please. Thank you, wisdom oracles. See if we can't add some more information. Loads of cards have jumped out on this read, guys. So we should be alright without one, but I like to have one anyway, so let's just persevere. This is exactly why I shuffle before I start recording. Can take quite some time sometimes. So, March. Unbelievable. Where did that come from? Hasn't Christmas just finished? March, spring, days getting longer. You know, daffodils are poking their heads up. It's beautiful. Can you sense the difference in people? You know, the air of hope coming back. There's definitely been a shift in the collective out there. And of course the weather and a new season will always do that. So I'm so made up that spring is nearly here. It's not talking to us, is it? I'm going to carry on though. It can't. It's got to talk to us eventually, surely. I understand why it won't actually. There is quite a lot laid out here, but let's see if we can't just get a bit more information, please, Wisdom Oracle. La la la. It's just not coming. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm going to persist. My goodness, is this the longest shuffle in the world? Do the shuffle. Wow. Anyway, do you know what, guys? It's getting a bit silly now, isn't it? I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles, and if we're not successful, then I'm just going to carry on with the read. Right, last one, and here we go. Right, obviously we don't need it, so I do apologise for that that length of shuffle, but let's go. Right, so overarching energy of the read, we've got the Seven of Wands, guys. Seven of Wands tells me that you've maybe been on a learning curve, or maybe looking at upskilling, about learning new things, or you've gained understanding or gained a deeper understanding of something that you already do. But this is about lessons learned. It's about what you already know, taking what you already know and applying it to life going forward, if you like. And if you feel that you're not armed with the expertise that you need, then, you know, training is in order. And that's where that's why I said learning curve when I picked up the cards. So yeah, there's learning going on here, and or upskilling, you know, adding to what you already know. So let's continue with the read. With the energies, if you're not already in this energy, it will come. But you've got the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So this tells me you're stagnant, or you've been feeling stagnant. Can you see those cards? Let me just try and do that differently. I'll do one at a time. So the Four tells me that you've you're stagnating and you're probably finding it hard to move on from where you're at the moment. But it's like that overarching energy says, it's a learning curve. And sometimes when we're not sure how to add or how to improve what we've got, it does make us sit down and think a while. Don't take too long, because sometimes overthinking doesn't do us any favors. We've got the 6 on top of it saying focus. Persevere, focus, because you will know what to do, and that's about it, really. It's a very physical. You're gonna know what to do, but you've got to dig your heels in and focus. You've got to persevere with this, because you're going to need it, you know, going forward. With the Emperor sitting on top of these two, I mean, the Emperor, he's authority. I mean, he's about leadership, and he's about focus. You know, it's that focus of the 6. But you know when I was saying you've got to focus, you've got to dig your heels in and focus. The Emperor is here saying, you know, you absolutely must persevere, and in order to get through whatever this is that you're feeling, the stagnation, the stuckness, if stuckness is a word, you've got to, maybe if you don't know how to, consult somebody who does. Consult somebody who is an authority in the subject, or whatever it is that you'd like to learn, or the upskill that you'd like to make, the improvements you'd like to make. You know, contact someone who is a leading authority in that specific subject or area in order to move yourself forward. So guys, if you're feeling stuck, call the person who knows. Get on the phone, get on the email. We've got, in the energy coming in as well, we've got the Knight of Wands. This is great. This is action. This is you taking action. So it tells me that you are going to find your way out of it. It's about action. It's about passion. It's about moving forward. This card is telling you, just do it. This is you just doing it. So, you know, if you are feeling stuck, and you have been for a while, it won't be around forever. So take solace in that, because you've got action coming in. Something's going to put the wind at your back. So absolutely fantastic. So with the Emperor being here, I think it's really important to reiterate that consult the leading authority in whatever it is you'd like to improve, you know, about training, about learning, about improving what you already do, how you do it, you know, really, really important. Your challenge here, you've got the 10 of Discs, which is Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles as well. So the 10 of Pentacles is saying, you know, this is going to come to an end, this period of stagnation. And what you've got to do is exercise some patience with yourself going forward, because Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, it's about understanding exactly what you need to do before taking it forward. You know, sometimes when we've learned something new, or we've added to what we already know, you know, and that fresh information still hasn't settled and nestled in our core, you know, it takes time to get used to things, to get used to changes, to learn new things, to implement new things. The Queen here is saying you've got to be patient with yourself, absolutely patient, and let it take its natural course. You know, don't force it. With patience will come clarity. So do give yourself a chance. And don't start sort of beating your head against a wall if you feel that you're not doing it, or not doing as well as you think you should in the time period required. Do you know what? Just come back and be patient. We've got, in the advice from Spirit, we've got 5 of Wands, the World, and the Page of Swords. So the 5 of Wands, you know, this is about conflict, this card. So if you are in conflict with yourself, know that if you really want it, the information is here, the world is here, the balance, the harmony, the fulfillment, it's here if you want it. So this conflict here, you know, it's not going to last forever. Be patient, it will pass. you know, you've got the world at your feet here if you really want it, and you exercise the correct patience and, you know, and learn the proper lessons that you're supposed to learn. It's like I said, new things don't sink in immediately. It takes time, and especially the older you get, depending on what age you are. I know that I'm of an age that things take quite some time to sink in now, whereas before I used to pick them up just like that, absorb like a sponge, but I'm not like that anymore. And it's really hard to find patience with myself when I really love something, to grasp it and run with it. But sometimes we've got to just take the slow boat, and that's what the Five of Wands is here saying. Don't rush it. If you are feeling stuck, just hold your horses. The world can be yours, because you do have new paths coming in here. They will be available for you, to you. You know, discoveries to be made. It's a new adventure. It's new experiences coming your way. So really do trust the process. That's the phrase I was looking for, because everything's going in the right direction here. Fulfillment will be yours if you just give it time. You can't push it into being. You need to create it and help it grow. You know, it takes time, and nurture it. Your potential outcome is beautiful. I've got to say this, Pisces. You've got the Lovers. You've got the balance there. You just need to be patient and wait for it to evolve in its own time. Absolutely beautiful. It's about duality. It's about balance. It's about partnerships. So if it's something that you have to do with somebody else, call upon them. You know, the Emperor here being the authority that I was talking about. If you need an authority on something, call them. You know, if they're the expert, ask their advice. That's where your duality is coming in. You know, it doesn't have to be done on your own. You don't have to have that inward struggle. Share it, share the burden. You know, balance is there, and this is the potential outcome. So I'm really, really pleased to see this. Really, really good news, because it feels like you're really struggling here. And I think the struggling is coming from the lack of patience. So that being said, beautiful outcome. It's here for the taking. If you want it, it's here. But you can't force it into being. It's a process. It needs to evolve in its own good time. So just bear that in mind. And it's like I said, it'll mean something different to all of you. It could well be it's the Lovers. It might well be that it's someone you do want to get together with. It might be a love interest. You know, you can apply all of that to a love interest, but you know, the potential is there, and you've got the world. You know, that's the advice from Spirit. You've got the world there. So, you know, just a little bit of patience. Let's see, that fell out. Okay, I'm going to take it, whatever it is. Let's have a look. Take a leap of faith. Trust in yourself. Leave it alone. Take a leap of faith. Do what you need to do, then pull back and watch it grow. Water it. Watch it grow. Absolutely beautiful. Grasshopper Spirit. Let's see what else they have for you. Yeah, wonderful. The potential is immense here. It's really, really great. But you cannot force this. It needs to happen in its own time. Such a beautiful energy. I'm telling you, Pisces. Just let it unravel. Trust in the process. It's got to be worth the wait. Well, it's certainly telling me it's worth the wait. Be Spirit. Sweet results await. And I'm going to take the A away from that and say, wait. I didn't do that to be mean. It really is just saying, me reiterating in my silly way, just be patient. Pisces, it's on the way. You know what you've got to do. You've got the tool belt. You know, you've got all you need, but you can't force it. You know, you can't hammer a square peg into a round hole. So let it find its way to the right aperture. All right, I hope that makes sense. Well, my lovely Pisces, thank you very much for tuning in. I really hope that made sense to you. My details are in the box below if anyone needs to contact me. Have a wonderful, wonderful March. I'm so glad everything's perked up. Enjoy the weekend ahead, and please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the read. Take care of yourself, be good to yourself and each other. Toodle pip.